Well, good evening, good afternoon, whatever it is that you happen to be watching this. If you're new here, hello, my name is Elise, and I am just gonna be doing some homemaking things, nothing fancy. We're about to celebrate Thanksgiving here, at least America is, wherever you are, I'm not sure, but I'm just gonna be doing some basic homemaking things, and it's kind of chaotic. There's a lot of stuff happening, just even in my personal life behind the scenes, but it's days like this that I really love, where I can just depend on getting the laundry done, getting the dishes done, getting things cleaned up. My kids are having a good time coloring, and this tree, this big maple tree that is outside of, technically it's my bedroom window. That's where I'm standing in my bedroom right now. Under this large, beautiful maple tree is bare. All the leaves have been ripped off by the wind. It's shed its leaves, it's bare, it's rainy, it's gloomy, cloudy, foggy, all of it. And it's only like 3:30 in the afternoon technically right now, but the time change, all of it, so it's almost dark, and it's not my favorite time of year anymore. Anyways, we're going to do a little bit of just cleaning, tidying up around here, and then I brought my fall bin down from our shop, and that is I'm gonna start taking down all of my fall decor, and I'm also gonna be storing this guy away because I plan to put some sort of Christmas tree or something right here. So we are gonna see how much I can get done today, and then we will continue for sure tomorrow with taking everything down, sorting through some of it. I might have to donate some of this that I didn't use this year, and then just cleaning and preparing for the upcoming holidays. I'd like to just talk a minute about some new additions that we have here in the kitchen. If you notice, it is a bit brighter, and I cannot even tell you how thankful I am that my husband has found a solution for me. He found these like plug-in strip lights off of Amazon, I believe, and installed them for me. So it makes such a big difference. But another difference that we have here is these French presses that we were using that smaller kind of copper one, but it just wasn't holding quite enough coffee, and it wasn't keeping it warm. So we are predominantly using this black one that is insulated. And I have this little tray, and my husband likes to put some caramel syrup in his coffee, and then we have like just those little cute gold stir spoons. But I wanted to upgrade it just a little bit because the dispenser for that caramel sauce, it just splatters all over the place, and so that's kind of why I'm wiping down everything here, because it's just crusty caramel everywhere. And I did find this set at Target, and I think that I think they're for oil and vinegar, but I can't decide. Should I do just one dispenser with the spoons, or should I do two? I think I'm going to do two, and my husband can have obviously his caramel in the one, and then I like to put MCT oil in my coffee, so I need to just reorder some, and I will probably fill that as soon as I restock on some MCT oil. But I like this layout quite a bit better, and I think it serves our purposes nicely. Moving on to the side of our fridge, I had all of my kids' artwork and a family calendar here, and it just kind of looked, I don't know, a little bit cluttered and too busy, which is fine. I don't mind my kids' artwork here, but I really love this apron that my grandma made for me and gave to me on my at my bridal shower. And I was like, I just don't like that it's crumpled up in a drawer. Yes, this magnet was made for us by our family friend who was also our photographer for engagement photo. Those are some of our engagement photos, but I'm just going to clean the fridge here, give it a nice wipe down, and install this magnetic bar. I mean, it was very affordable. It was only like $14, I think, on Amazon with these little S-hooks that are $5, if I remember right. So now I can just display a small little cutting board, some homemade beeswax candles, and my apron that it looks really wrinkly here, but I love having easier access to it, and I miss my grandma, so it's just special to see it daily. Tonight's dinner was a jalapeno chicken popper casserole, I think is how you say it. I found it on Pinterest quite a while ago, but it is a family favorite. I think I've shared it on here before. Yes, I'm chopping the jalapenos without any gloves, and I, usually feel it for like 2 days afterwards, but I am pairing it just with some Brussels sprouts and cauliflower and lots of seasonings, and it is always a family favorite. Hey, don't judge. We live off grid. You need an extra bathroom sometimes. I'm totally joking. That was for the people. That's technically the first structure that we've ever put on our property. That was for when people were coming up here to work because there's no bathroom. We are going to have to figure out what to do about all this wire that is falling from the leaves, because when the snow comes and the ice, it's going to be even heavier. We do have this support kind of piece right in there, but yeah, poor guys. I can't wait to move the chicken coop. This is actually someday where our falling over rocks, whoops, where our play set is gonna go. This is gonna be a nice fenced in backyard all the way across. All this is gonna be level, and that's where our pool was. I don't know if we're gonna keep it there in the future or not, or if we're gonna do like a little fire pit because we have that fireball. We'll have to take out some trees, of course, but and then maybe like some steps that go to our front porch eventually, right off the front of the house right there. But beautiful day. Just wish the sun wouldn't hide behind the ridgeline up there because we're not making any power. But I need to go into our little dog shed back there and get all of the shavings for filling both of these. That's the laying box. You can hardly see it, but they'll make nests out of that. This kind of got damp. I don't know if that hole had, or bag had holes in it, but they don't really ever poop in this. This is just what they strictly lay in, and there's kind of like a running board right here that they're gonna go in and make their own nest. So I'm not gonna fluff it too much more. I'm a little bit sad that now we're undecorating for the autumn season. I feel like it took me so long to figure out how I wanted to decorate, and it just it was a little bit stressful for me, actually. I don't know. I'm not somebody that just throws up decorations, I guess. I like to think and play with everything, but it's that time of year. Everything is bare and gloomy and kind of dead. And anyways, the holidays can be stressful yet exhilarating for people. It's an exciting time of year, but for others it can be met with a lot of sadness because maybe there is a loss of a loved one, or maybe they're alone and you don't have anyone to spend it with. And there's even sometimes strained relationships, whether that's with friends or family members. And to those of you that are not looking forward to the upcoming holiday seasons, my heart goes out to you, and I would gladly like to pray for you. So if you are in need of prayer this holiday season, please leave a comment for me, and just all you have to do is please ask for me to pray for you, and I will. And you, of course, do not need to specify what it is that you're needing, but I will gladly pray for you. And I just hope that this is a time of year that people can come together and just love on one another. But this is my husband and I's 7th Christmas together. 6th of that would be married. And we got married at 18 and 19 years old. And so we, of course, had our first Christmas together as newlyweds. That was fun and exciting. And then our second Christmas of being married, we had I think 3-month-old baby at the time. So everybody, of course, wants to see her. All of the great grandparents, everyone wants to get together. And it can just be a lot on a newlywed couple in general, and then brand new parents. It can just be so much. And then feeling a little bit of pressure, I think, to make sure that you attend every holiday. And to those of you that are recovering people pleasers like myself, I would just encourage you to simplify and have your non-negotiables. Write it down and write down your priorities for the season if you're wanting to simplify it. Now, you might be like, no, we're going to go ham, and, COVID took it away from us, where we were in lockdown and couldn't see any friends and family members, and it was lonely, and so we're just going to party hard and go full bore. That's fine. You do that, but I am not in that spirit this year, especially with such little kids. I'm really wanting to have as stress-free of a holiday season this year, if that's even possible. I think last year kind of showed me that we don't have to go to every gathering. My father-in-law is the second eldest of 8 kids, and so we have so much family members in the area, which is like an absolute blessing, but it can be very stressful to try and make sure that you make your rounds and see everyone. And so, Christmas Eve is usually spent with my side of the family, and then Christmas morning we try and have a small, just kind of relaxed morning, opening gifts with our kids, and then we go to my in-laws later in the day, and then at night we go to my husband's grandma's. And she has 8 kids. They're all married with large families, and so yes, she has a big house, but a lot of them are like bedrooms and stuff, not really meant for visiting in. So it's like 40 plus people in this house, and it's we're all piled in on top of each other pretty much. And I just remember last year we drove home after that in silence, and I was like, my ears can't take any more noise. Like my head is buzzing, and I kind of don't want to repeat that this year, because we our kids are getting a little bit older, so I want to have more of us kind of family traditions. And of course, right after Christmas, like my mom's birthday is 4 days after Christmas, and then there's New Year's, and then my daughter will be 3 a week and a half into January, and then my birthday's a week after that, which we are planning on taking a small vacation over my birthday weekend just because we have not taken any time off or gone anywhere this year, and it is just much needed. But if you are like me, wanting to have as stress-free of a holiday season as possible, I would just highly, highly encourage you to communicate that with your spouse, write it down, and just have your non-negotiables. And yes, that even includes gifts, whether that's for your spouse, your kids, whomever. I am telling you from somebody that lives in a tiny house, my kids play with my measuring spoons, cups, cutting boards, cookie sheets, all of that a lot more than they play with just their toys. Kids do not need a lot of toys. So I am telling you right now, that is one area that you can highly simplify, is not giving your kids everything that they ask for, everything on their list. I'm telling you, they will survive. If a family member would like to get a gift, then maybe suggest something that is consumable, but for your sanity, moms, simplify your kiddos' toys. Boy, that rain is really coming down outside, but I think these are some wreaths that I made, and I actually, before TJ made the mantle and my ladder, he made that. Before we did all of that over there above the fireplace, which that is not all permanent, we're going to be insetting this guy into the wall and having stone from floor to ceiling. But before we did all that, I made these with somebody else as a craft project, but I think I'm going to donate them. They're not really my style anymore. They're cute, and part of me is debating on pulling some of the greenery off, but I'm like, I know Hobby Lobby still sells that, which is where I got pretty much all of this, except the gold rings are from Walmart. I think I need to get a box that has some sort of bubble wrap or something in it, and these are also too big to fit back into this bin with everything else, but everything fit nicely. I have this blanket in here that I don't love. I don't use it anymore, but I use it to wrap around things to kind of cushion. So everything fit in here nicely. You can really hear the rain coming down, man. But I think I'm gonna update just the blanket on my couch, and these burgundy stems I'm going to keep out just because I think that they're pretty. So I'll move them for my Christmas stuff, and then probably after Christmas bring them back. But everything else needs to get stored in boxes. This blanket is actually one that another content creator here on YouTube shared. Her name is Kenzie Mack. I believe it was in her autumn or Christmas haul, I can't remember, but it is from Walmart, and it's a Chanel material, which I appreciate, and I try my hardest not to buy anything that has like an acrylic base, because I really cannot stand all of those little fibers that like cover you when you stand up. But regardless, I dusted, my fan, I vacuumed, I kind of went through and just did a good general clean of my living room, and I feel like this is just a good neutral kind of way to have my living room look before I pull out all of the Christmas decor, which I'm going to do very soon. The day after Thanksgiving is usually when we set up our tree, so it is almost here. Well, I've got my generator running in the background. Sorry, it's really loud. We got all of our firewood stacked about as much as in alignment with that little shoe bin there. The only thing I'm not going to take down today is all of my garland, just because I do like having it at night, especially when we get home in the dark. It's just kind of nice to have something, and it doesn't suck up a lot of power either. So it's starting to rain more. I'm going to go inside and get ready to go. I'm going to leave in maybe 45 minutes. Tonight is my husband and I's date night. We do a weekly date night. It's very important to always get your spouse. And with that, I hope that you enjoyed today's video, and I feel very accomplished. I feel like I got what I need to do done. Now it's just a matter of cleaning and bringing out the Christmas stuff very, very soon. So if you like today's video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and maybe comment or subscribe if you would like to do that. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you soon.